is up, PTU crew? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Pokemon TV Unlimited. I'm your host, Pika Papa, and today we are going to talk about my favorite set of Pokemon cards all time, Chilling Reign. I know, boo boo, put a thumbs down, don't put a thumbs down. In fact, put a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you're interested in Pokemon in general, Pokemon collecting, Pokemon pack opening, Pokemon market analysis, this is the channel for you. We try to be positive on this channel for the most part, but we do like to say things how they are. And we try not to be so negative in every little, this set's bad, that set's bad. We really try to look at the positives in the set. I would actually contend that most Pokemon sets are actually really, really good to amazing. There are some ones that are maybe not as strong as others, but they still have some great cards in them, and people often overlook them, and we'll talk about those cards as they come up. But back to the topic, Chilling Reign. We're going to go through almost every product, if not every product. We're going to talk about what its value is right now, what it cost more or less back when it came out, and where there could be possible investments. We're going to start with the blister packs. Excuse me, we're going to start with the blister packs, the Morpeko check lane blister, and something should be popping up here as we talk about these things. The Morpeko check lane blister right now has a market. This is all TCG prices. That's all I use on all my box openings and everything. So it's TCG players, probably from a couple days ago. So I'm going to be off a few cents. Morpeko check lane blister is $7.11 right now, and the Phanpy, the other one, the other check lane blister, the Phanpy, is at $9.55. So we got a little bit of a disparity there, $7 to $10 range. That Morpeko check lane blister should catch up at some point. They should be a little closer. I mean, I would say Morpeko is probably a little more sought after maybe than Phanpy, but maybe not. The retail on those were anything from $4.99 to $5.99. I want to say in general about blister packs that we're going to go through a couple more here in a few seconds. They are really good investments. They tend to double faster than the booster boxes, and they're easier to ship. They take up less space, and they're just really cool. And I think that when people go back to a set, and especially people who don't have a lot of money and they're going to spend a little extra to get those older packs, they tend to go for blister packs. Because, and I've talked about this on the channel many times, but it really needs to be reiterated because it's very important. Not only does it come with little extras like the promo or stickers, or like the pins or coins, which are a nice little extra add-on value, but you know the pack is safe. You know the pack is unweighted. It's harder to weigh those ones. You know the pack hasn't been tampered with, and when you start looking at older packs, the blister packs are really the way to go, and I just think that makes them more of a solid investment. Moving on now to the 3-pack Snorlax blister. That one retails right now, not retails, but market value is $18.02, so right there at $18. And these things, remember, used to retail for about $12.99. Some places like CVS might have had a little more. And then there was usually deals on these. Usually you could get them for around $10, maybe even cheaper if you bought the cases, or even people sell individual ones for discount, because there was so many printed in the beginning that people had to offload them or whatever, so you usually could find the deals, especially on Chilling Reign, which wasn't super light. So that 1802 is pretty strong, and I see these, in particular, these 3-pack blisters doing really well. The other one was an Eevee one, should be up here, and that one is 1851, so right there in the range. Couple little ticks higher, but Eevee and Snorlax, both really nice Pokemon that people would want those blisters later in the line. New collectors that come in and they want to go back, they're going to want those. Then there's these ones right here. I'm going to put them up. These are the ones you really want to get your hands on, a couple of them. I've seen them throughout this ultra modern age of Sword and Shield, and I like the ones in Scarlet and Violet too. Pick them up. Is like they have like a triple promo or an evolution line in them. Those ones, they tend not to, as you can see on the screen, like these ones are sold out. The Decidueye and the Blaziken. The Blaziken had some sales where it has a $24.97 is what it's going for. One booster pack. because they print less of those and they don't reprint them. When they do a reprint, they sometimes do the checkline blisters, but they don't do the triple or multi-card single pack blisters. Not that I've seen. So they tend to go up really well. Look at the Evolving Skies ones. They're going nuts right now too. And some other ones are up more than the regular blister, like the Morpeko or the Phanpy that we had talked about earlier. Okay, moving on to ETBs. We're going to first do the regular ETB. I'm just going to show the Ice Rider Calyrex one. They're both with very similar in price. A market price right now is $46.33. Not too much off its retail price of $39.99 at that time. Remember when ETBs were $39.99. So $6, you're looking at what, 20%? A 20% gain, which is really not enough to make any money on them. However, the listed medium, and we will talk about this as the video goes on, the listed medium on TCG Player is $54.12, meaning after those first few ones that are kind of lower price sell out, it starts to jump up $7 to $8. So when the listed medium is significantly higher than the current market price, that tells you that a lot of them are priced higher. There's some people, and this happens until supply starts to dwindle down, people go to the bottom. So if something's selling for $45, that's what most of the market has it at. And some people drop down to that $40 mark and they sell them at $40. But most everybody has them at $45. Some people, and then when those sell out, some people sometimes, well, I want to get mine sold, so I'm going to drop down to that $40 price. But after a while, people, and sometimes it happens really fast, people realize, like, I'm just going to hold at 45. And then sales start happening at 45, and then that becomes the new low. And that keeps on going up and up and up. And as the supply dwindles and that demand stays fairly strong, or at least strong enough to start dwindling down at the product over time, that's how things go up. Moving on to the Pokemon Center ETB. Again, I'm just going to be showing the Ice Rider Calyrex one. That one is $65.42, right at its original retail price of $64.95, right? Or $64.99 is what they go for, something like that. But however, again, its listed medium is $78.75. Again, it's $78.75, significantly higher. We have seen these ones. These were the OG. These were the first Pokemon Center ETBs. I think they have a collectability for being first, and they're going to have a collectability because Chilling Reign is just an awesome set, and I think people in time will bear that out. Okay, moving on here to the sleeve blister. One of my favorite things to collect. They're very light. Again, you have that little extra protection. I mean, the glue on the back could be open, and the pack can be manipulated a little bit and then pressed back onto where it seems super sealed. But I think it does add that little bit extra security. You get a nice art, and you might get, the pack art's going to be different size. So you might, when you're as an opening experience, in that two different art, that little bit of nostalgia. They're going for $6.25 right now. And the listed medium on this is $6.07. Which is lowered, which means that, there are people that are lower and they're trying to sell the sleeve blisters lower. So there's still a lot on the market there, but I'm going to, if there's somewhere to get in and you want something on the cheap, sleeve blisters might not be the worst idea. Moving on to the regular single booster pack, the loose pack, not a sleeve blister, not in any kind of plastic blister. This is the regular loose pack that could come from collection boxes. It could come from blisters that have been opened and they decide not to open the pack or whatever, which happens maybe, or who knows. We're looking at a market price of $4.17, which is not extremely high. If you break down the booster box price, which we will in a little bit, we'll see that is, maybe a bit on the low side for the market value. The listed medium is $4.49, so we do see a little bit higher price on the listed medium. So we could really see a rise in the single pack booster pack, especially as the booster box, which we're going to talk about here lastly, continues to rise. Now the booster box should be up here, right here. Beautiful box, beautiful set, is listed at a market price of $171.21. Again, that's $171.21. Very strong for a box that was, people claim, in the 80s, but you could get it in the 90s all day for years, for 2 years maybe. You could have got it at that price in those 90s price, even shipped after taxes, you probably could have been in the 90s there with these 80 something dollar boxes that some people were getting. I got mine in that high 90s, low hundreds. In fact, a few of them, as I bought them, because at one point Chili Rain was really hyped when it came out, and I think I have one that I still saved since then, and I bought it for $130, and that was near release when it's hyped up, because this was right kind of during the pandemic time, right during the time that Pokemon was starting to heat up. So people really did like Chili Rain when it first came out, and then the interest really fell. Our listed medium on this box is $182.68. So again, we're seeing a nice little $10, $11 bump over the current market price. So I just think this box and all Pokemon booster boxes are strong to go up in the future. As long as this hobby stays healthy and strong, I don't see how the booster boxes in this hobby don't continue to go and stay strong with the market and the hobby, the collectability of the hobby. I still think it's a decent time to get in on Chili Rain booster boxes. A lot of people would probably like try to say, oh, well, you can just get Scarlet and Violet for $90 right now. Yeah, but you're gonna have to wait those years, and it's not Chili Rain. You know, when you collect a set, sometimes you want to hold it for an investment, but sometimes you just like having a set that you really enjoyed. You like having that collectible box in your collection, and then at some time you may let go of it and you buy a couple and hold on to one, or at some point you sell them all as it matures, and that's what collecting is about, is holding and sometimes selling and doing what you want with it. But buying a $90 Scarlet and Violet box, yes, in the future might end up making you more money, but having the Chili Rain in your collection and being a part of the story of Chili Rain and making a couple bucks on that particular item is something that's up to the person, and I personally enjoy, and that's the way I think. And Chili Rain is one of my favorite sets, so of course I think I currently right now have 12 Chili Rain booster boxes. I believe I'm gonna open one up on my birthday. Again, we're trying to get this channel growing a little bit, and that's the most important thing, but it would be nice to kind of build the community up a little bit. I'm hoping to get back to a little bit more regular videos. If you like this video, you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, please just pound that like button right now. If you made it to the end, strike that like button. Just do it for me. It only takes 1 second. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite Sword and Shield set, or what's your favorite product from Chili Rain, or if you like Chili Rain at all since the beginning, or you're starting to turn your head on it, just let me know. I'm really interested to find out. Remember what Pika Papa always says, you got to catch them all. Bye.